Hi guys, welcome to another video of the Gamer Life Show. If you like this video, please take a second to like and subscribe on the video. We're looking to grow this channel and get you guys as much new content as possible. You can follow me on Instagram at SlayerVision, also at the Kingslayer on Twitter. If you're looking for more news in gaming, you can also follow the website at www.thekingslayer.com. So we'll jump right into it. My question to you guys, and something that I've been thinking about for the past couple of days, which took a while for me to want to make this video, is whether or not this is the right time for the gaming industry to up its prices in game software to $70. Now, just to give you some context, games have been at this price point of $59.99 since around 2005, 2004. And most gamers at the time, we were paying between maybe $59, $70, $80, and $40 for games. And these were different types of games and different types of genres. Some of them, especially if you were buying games from the arcade that were ports overs, like Street Fighter, even in the Genesis and Super Nintendo days, they were quite expensive and they fluctuated in price. But for the most part, games were rarely, I would say, anywhere ubiquitous in price. And the reason why I say anywhere is because you knew what kind of games you were paying for, and depending on that game, you were getting a specific type of experience. So if it was sports versus RPGs versus an action game or versus an arcade port like Street Fighter 2 or something like that, these games ranged in prices, like I said previously, and you knew what you were getting. But nowadays, the question of $70 for a game and increasing beyond $59.99 is that a lot of games don't really merit being that much in price. A lot of these games are games that, could easily fill a bucket of $49.99, say $50, even $39.99. Add to the fact that publishers and developers are making money hand over fist. The gaming industry is right now, year on year, increasing in profitability and revenue. At the same time, some publishers are experiencing some of the best financial results that they've ever received in gaming, breaking all kinds of records. So the question is, why, with microtransactions as well in these games, DLC, and all different types of ways to monetize, why is right now the best time to increase prices? A game like NBA 2K21 is the first game that's going to be $70. And as an example, that game in and of itself has tons of microtransactions. I know I have participated in purchasing microtransactions, supporting it. There are times when I'm playing and want to get a character leveled up, so I buy VCs in game. I probably spent around $40 easily, and I know that $40 is just as comparable to me purchasing the game. So that literally adds value to the product and to Take-Two Interactive and 2K's coffers. I'm not mad. Let me say this. I'm not mad at any publisher or developer wanting to make money. As someone who's in business, as someone who runs a business, I totally get that. There's nothing wrong with that. But even I, as someone who runs a business, has to question when the proper time is it for me to raise prices, to give discounts, to cut prices, to even add new products in inventory. But this isn't about me. This is about whether or not the industry can sustain itself and will there be pushback. In many cases, I don't know what's going to happen. I do know that many people are being laid off right now, especially in the United States of America where I live. And COVID-19 has been a real issue. And we're looking at an economy that's on a precipice of falling into a recession, perhaps. And from an optic standpoint, it doesn't seem like it's the right time for publishers to consider a $70 or a $10 price hike, I should say, equaling $70 per game. Then there's other part to that is, are there games that are even worth $70 to begin with? And each person is going to have to decide that on their own. But what I do know is that there has to be a quality level that comes with it. Because $70, even if gaming, in terms of the audience that'll buy these games, are older, there's still parents out there who have kids who play games, and they're the main breadwinner that are paying for these titles. I also believe that this may not be the right time, because you may push more and more gamers who are casual onto the mobile subscription services. Subscription services like Game Pass on Xbox are going to be the beneficiary of the fact that for one low fee a month, you get access to a huge library. And $70 per game makes someone question whether or not they're spending their money wisely on an experience that may last for but a couple of hours. Granted, gaming is interactive, and granted, it's the best form of interaction you can get for your dollar pound for pound in terms of entertainment. But at the same time, $70 for a game, you're going to be critical of what you pick up and what you purchase. And developers themselves and publishers themselves have to be leery. If this succeeds, watching Take-Two and 2K Interactive with NBA 2K21 succeeds at $70, you got to believe that other developers and other publishers are going to follow suit with price hikes and price points. Now, again, like I said, I'm not mad at developers and publishers. I don't think they're doing anything wrong by trying to figure out ways to monetize on their products and services, but I just don't think it's the right time. And I think that also it's critical that we understand that the experiences and the genres that are popular right now are multiplayer games. A game like Fortnite that's free to play literally takes away the idea that you have to pay $70 for a game to be successful and for it to win. Maybe the business models that these game developers and publishers are looking at, maybe they need to be refined before a price hike even comes into play. And so the question is, how long or will $70 last and become the new norm in gaming? I don't have the answer to it. I'm just been pondering it, but I'd love to hear from you guys out there what your comments are and what you believe is going on. Do you think that $70 for a game is worth it? Do you think that it's going to change your buying habits? Are you okay with it? And how do you see subscription games on Game Pass, like Game Pass and Apple Play and Android Play, Google Play, all stemmed into this? Or are you talking about two different models here? Because when we look at the PC gamers don't pay that much for their games. And they get a full library on Steam and the Epic Game Store. So there's a lot of ways you can get your games this time, especially in this era. So the question is, are you going to change your buying habits now that games are $70? Again, please hit that like button and subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter at The Kingslayer. You can also follow me on Instagram at SlayerVision. I'll see you guys on the other side with more of the Gamer Life Show. Peace.